Taking all this shit apart. So I drained my oil. Check my oil, make sure, see if I ain't had any bearing material. Wasn't a lot, actually. It was just a little hue of metal, which I don't think is too bad. I don't know if you can see, it's still just a little hue. I'm gonna cut this open, check and see. I got filter mags on here, so whatever metal should be still on the side. So I'm gonna cut this open tomorrow. But and I am drinking a beer, which I don't do. So my only guess would be that I started to notice that my distributor would come loose every now and again, and I'd have to tighten this fucking bolt up right here to get it to go back and hold down again. So what I'm thinking is this Pro fucking MSD Pro billet distributor, whether my engine is just torquey as fuck, one or the other, and it's shearing the oil pumps. The last time I had, and I don't know if it's a melling thing, because my last oil pump was melling, but it was a standard melling oil pump that you would have on a stock motor, and it failed, and it screwed up my bottom end, and then I had to change out my bearing and because they were all fucking tore up, and my connector rod was kind of black, like it did heat up, but me and my buddy PJ, we plastic gauged it, and it was still within spec. So we ended up just changing out the bearings and putting it back in. So then I noticed, as I was driving once again, I started hearing this fucking tapping noise, but it was only like every once in a while. And then I started to notice my distributor was coming loose, and me being a novice, I really don't know about, I really just started to learn how to do this car shit from my buddy. And I was trying to adjust my roller rockers, and I was thinking, well, maybe my my roller rockers is tapping, and I checked those, and those are kind of like scratched up, but I think it was coming from my valve covers. So I was thinking maybe that my roller rockers was tapping my valve covers, but I went online and they showed a way that you can bend these so your roller rockers don't hit the metal on the inside of this thing. And I double gasketed, so that eliminated that. And then I was thinking, well, maybe I was thinking, checking my push rods and my springs, making sure they were within spec. And then I'm like, well, maybe my lifters, because it only sounded like it was from this side. So maybe my lifter was stuck, or my lifter was tapping, maybe my cam's out around, I don't know. So I don't know for sure what the actual problem is. I'm hoping it's just the distributors fucking stripped the fuck out again on the oil pump, and maybe I can find a coupler that goes between the distributor and the oil pump, and it'll be a metal one, and maybe get a heavier duty oil pump so I don't have to worry about it. Maybe get a different oil pan, and I might not have to change out my connecting rods, which is really good because I don't want to fucking spend the money for that shit. So yeah. So I'm gonna keep taking all this shit off and take my radiator out and take all my fucking hoses off, fucking take all my battery cables and label everything, make sure everything's fucking labeled. Take off my fucking this shit actually is going, I'm not using this shit anymore. Edelbrock fucking sucks. You can't even adjust this. You can adjust this thing with just 2 screws, and the fucking screws just like, you can't even tell. I don't know, it just sucks. So I'm gonna get rid of this thing. I got a pretty dope one that I want to use. First I'm gonna drink this beer. Those that know me know that I don't even fucking drink, but if you're gonna work on a car, you might as well fucking drink something. Yeah, there's definitely gonna need this motherfucker. Thanks, Eric. You're a good friend. So I got this motherfucker is the carburetor that I'm going to use, but it's not a carburetor, it's fuel injected. And I got this from Napa because the first oil pump fucked up, and now I'm thinking maybe it wasn't Napa's fault, maybe it was my car. But I still got this for free. This thing was like $1,100. Fuck that, that's a good deal. And all this shit, shit. This thing's pretty dope though, but I don't know how to work it. I still gotta learn how to use this fucking thing. But this bad boy is going on a car to replace that garbage ass Edelbrock. Self-learning, fuel injected. You can't hook your laptop of it and fucking switch up your parameters or whatever, which is cool. I still need to figure out my fuel issue, like how I have to have like 50 psi of fuel going to this damn thing, so I need to figure out what's the stock fuel pressure of a 96 Camaro that with the Camaro 3800, which is what that car originally was before I took the motor out of it, which is just a V6. And put my fucking exhaust on because it's only halfway on, but it still sounds good the way it is now, so fuck it. And shout out to my boy Poop Jelly. I love you, man. Love you a lot. Maybe too much.